African American Church are speaking out in support of Donald Trump. They held a day of endorsement rally in North Carolina on Sunday for the Republican presidential nominee. And One America's Trey Yink sat down with two Trump supporters from the Women United for Trump movement.
I'm here with Diamond and Silk, who represent Women United for Trump. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
So we're here in North Carolina at a predominantly black church. I want to talk a little bit about the African American vote moving towards November. What would you say to African Americans across the country who aren't sure who to vote for?
I would say it's time to get on board. It's time what we call get on the Trump train. You know, if you are an African American brother or a black brother that is not thriving, that can't find a job, then you want to vote for someone that's going to bring you back opportunities like a good job where you're not underemployed or unemployed. And if you are a sister or African American sister, or you're sitting at that dinner table and you don't know how you're going to pay your bills, and you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, you need to be voting for someone that have your best interest in mind, like Donald Trump, that's going to bring you back opportunities, bring you back a good job where you're not underemployed, where you can pay your bills. Right. So I want to talk to the African American community. Listen, we are ready to come up. We done already overcame. Now it's time for us to come up, and it's time for us to start thriving. And you have to vote for Donald J. Trump to do so.
That's right. And won't nothing change if you continue to vote the same. It's time to vote for someone that have the best interest of the American people in mind and wants to put American first. So it's time for us to change what we've been doing so that we can get a different result.
That's right.
So what do you think are the most important issues moving towards November for voters to be thinking about?
Jobs, good jobs, and security. We don't want to be in a country where people are just crossing our borders, taking our jobs, turning our towns into other type of towns. We are America over here, and if you're going to come into our country, assimilate to our ways. We want good jobs. We want people not being underemployed or unemployed, but gainfully employed, where they can feed their families, send a child to college, have a 401k plan, have some money in the bank. That's what we want. If you ever want to know what's going on with the body of people, look at the head. If the head is successful and prosperous like Donald J. Trump, it is going to trickle down to the body of people. And that's why we should get out and vote for Donald J. Trump.
We also want our black men that's coming out of prison that is unable to find jobs. We want them to be able to now find jobs so that they can go back into the home, into the family unit, and be able to take care of their families.
That's right. Because, you know, as you notice, you know, the family unit among the African American community is broken. Donald Trump, the way he raises children, the family that he has, he set such a good example. And that will trickle down to the body of people.
That's right.
And finally, if you could say anything to American voters out there about who to vote for, obviously you're here supporting Donald Trump. Why would you tell them to vote for Donald Trump?
I will tell you to vote for Donald Trump because we've been voting the same and nothing has ever changed. It is time to vote for the outsider that can come in and fix this insider mess, that can fix the system where it works for all people and not just for the elites.
And with Donald Trump, you get something different. With the other candidate, you get more of the same. We don't want any of the same.
We want real change, baby.
Thank you so much, Diamond and Silk. There you have it, folks.